Hi LEGO fans, it's Monday the 10th of December, and if you're like me, Monday is probably not your favourite day of the week. But here's some good news. We've reached day number 10 of Advent, which means we're into double digits, and in exactly 2 weeks time, we will be opening the last door on every LEGO Advent calendar. Speaking of which, every day between now and Christmas, we're opening up every door on every LEGO Advent calendar, including LEGO City, LEGO Friends, and LEGO Star Wars. We're also going to be scoring each one of the gifts so we can find out which one has the best gift of the day, and ultimately which calendar is our festive favourite and which deserves to get coal in its stocking. Yesterday was a really good day for gifts. From the LEGO Star Wars Advent calendar, we got a micro-scale build of General Grievous's starship, the Soulless one. Although it was a well-executed build, it wasn't festive and it was up against some stiff competition from LEGO City and LEGO Friends. As a result, the Soulless one only earned 2 points for the LEGO Star Wars Advent calendar. LEGO City fared better with this really nice festive lamppost. It implemented some really nice build techniques, including the use of a pair of leaves and a cherry element to create a holly decoration. But LEGO Friends took it to a whole new level, and the LEGO City Advent calendar was awarded 3 points. LEGO Friends gave us this awesome festive rocking reindeer Christmas tree decoration. I was impressed by the festive design, the LEGO Friends colour theming, and above all, a really nice pair of metallic gold antlers. This festive tour de force earned the LEGO Friends Advent calendar 5 points. But it wasn't enough to take number 1 spot. That still belongs to the LEGO Star Wars Advent calendar with 32 points. LEGO Friends is a close second with 31 points, and LEGO City is catching up with 27 points. But that can all change today, so let's open up some doors and see what we've got inside. First up today, we're getting into double digits, and we're going to open up door number 10 on the LEGO Star Wars Advent calendar. Yesterday we got yet another micro-scale ship. I've got to confess I'm getting a little bit fed up of ships that I can't recognise, so hopefully we've got something more recognisable behind door number 10. We've pushed it in. Let's see what we've got. We have, some kind of shooting gun type thing. Projectiles inside Advent calendars always get a big thumbs up from me. Next we got the LEGO City Advent calendar and door number 10. Yesterday we got quite a nice festively themed gift. It was a lamppost with some festive decoration. So let's see what we've got behind today's door. This is door number 10. And, a little bit tricky. Here we go. We have, what is that? That is, I believe that's a pair of soccer goals. And finally we've got door number 10 on the LEGO Friends Advent calendar. Yesterday we got a rather nice reindeer buildable. I really like the gold metallic element used for the reindeer's antlers. So let's go ahead and see what we've got behind door number 10 for LEGO Friends today. Okay, so far this calendar's been pretty good. And today we have a candle with some nice decorations on there. So here are all the fantastic treasures that LEGO bestowed upon us this Monday the 10th of December. From the LEGO City Advent calendar we've got a pair of soccer goals and a ball that doesn't roll. The LEGO Star Wars Advent calendar provided us with a festive blaster cannon and some extra ammunition. And the only truly festive gift today came from the LEGO Friends Advent calendar. We've got a candle which is themed in LEGO Friends colours and festively decorated. So we've certainly got an interesting selection of gifts today, even though some of them lack festive theming. Will that help them or hurt them? We'll find out in a few minutes, but before we do, let's take a look at each one of these gifts in detail. After a pretty good run of festive gifts, LEGO City has bestowed upon us a pair of soccer goals today. We also have an orange ball which isn't a ball. This thing does not roll. It doesn't roll because the bottom is flattened out and there's an anti-stud so you can connect this to other LEGO elements. I can actually see the appeal of this because the ball isn't going to roll away when you use it in a LEGO display. And you could also attach this element to a Technic axle, but I digress. We have one soccer goal that's coloured blue and another one that's coloured red, just in case you forget which team you're playing for. Each goal is made up from 6 LEGO elements. The base is made up from a pair of 2x2 green tiles. Then we have a couple of 1x1 cylinders and an arch piece at the front, and a really nice trellis piece around the back for the net. Soccer is quite a traditional activity for the day after Christmas in Europe. Most of the teams in the English Premier League will play on what we call Boxing Day. Soccer also has a festive link to the First World War. It's said that on one Christmas Day, the troops on both sides climbed out of their trenches on Christmas Day and had a kick around in no man's land. Goals and the soccer ball might not be intentionally festive. It is possible to put together a case that they are festive. But the soccer goals we got from LEGO City are up against some stiff competition today. From the LEGO Star Wars Advent calendar we've got a space toy with interactive feature. Yes, this is a blaster cannon and it fires studs. That means by the end of this video we'll have none of those red transparent studs left. We have a simple stud firing mechanism mounted on a pivoting stand. At the back there's a pair of handles for the operative, who presumably does not wish for peace and goodwill to all men. There's also a little scope on the side, but I know you're not interested in that. Like me, you just want to see this thing fire some studs. So let's go ahead. The mechanism is pretty simple, and we load the gun by pushing a stud into the front of the barrel like so. We then have a little lever here, and when we press this, bazinga! All we're doing here is using the power of clutch, in other words the way Lego bricks grip together, and then we use the mechanism on top to push against the clutch. We get a build-up of pressure, and when it's too much, this happens. As we have a few spares, let's do that a couple more times. Gotcha! Clearly the blaster cannon is not in any way festive, but it is great fun, and I can see this being a very popular gift. Will it be enough to make the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar some good points today? We'll find out real soon. When it comes to being festive, the LEGO Friends Advent Calendar has our back today. We've got this rather nice candle complete with festive decorations. Unlike many of the gifts we've got, this does not seem to be a Christmas tree decoration. Actually, in hindsight, it probably is a Christmas tree decoration. At the base we've got some pink and purple elements which match really nicely with LEGO Friends theming. It's also decorated with some large foliage pieces and some trans red studs. And then at the top of the candle we've got a transparent yellow cone for the flame. To be honest, I think transparent orange would have been better, but I'm sure LEGO Friends have their reasons for the selection. Probably the fact that LEGO's got 15 million of these sitting in the warehouse. So there you have it, it's a candle, it's festive, it's built about as well as an advent calendar candle should be, but is it exciting enough to win the day, or should we award the points to one of the other gifts? Let's do some scoring! I'm really not buying into the festive theming of the LEGO City Advent Calendar Soccer Goals and Ball. I'm sure this is great for the minifigures to have a kick around, but I just can't get very excited about this. After doing so well for the past few days, the LEGO City Advent Calendar gets 2 points. That means either the LEGO Friends candle or the LEGO Star Wars blaster cannon wins today. I could just split the points straight down the middle, but that's not how we do things. I've got a strong suspicion most of you guys are going to disagree with me here. The blaster cannon is great fun and it's a really cool toy, but it's not Christmas. Because of that, I'm going to award the LEGO Star Wars blaster cannon 3 points. This is definitely not the best gift we're going to get from LEGO Friends this year, but they managed to stay on brief and deliver something festive. It's also a pretty competent build. The LEGO Friends Advent Calendar takes the day with 5 points. I think a change of decoration is in order. Moving into the lead with 36 points is the LEGO Friends Advent Calendar. I bet you didn't see that one coming. Slipping down to second place is the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar with 35 points. And still in last place but not too far behind is the LEGO City Advent Calendar. They are lagging behind with 29 points. But do you agree with my scoring? Did the LEGO City Advent Calendar deserve to get the boot for these buildable goalposts and soccer ball? Or perhaps you think the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar should have been blasted into first place for this awesome blaster cannon. It was pretty cool, it was just not festive. Or maybe I've been burning the candle at both ends and the LEGO Friends Advent Calendar did not deserve the 5 points I gave them. As always, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. I do love reading them and I respond to as many as I possibly can. But whatever you thought of the gifts, I really hope you enjoyed today's LEGO Advent Calendar door opening video. If you did, check out the convenient thumbs up button below the video and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome LEGO content. Thanks a million for checking out today's video. I hope you have a marvellous Monday and we'll see you bright and early on Tuesday for door number 11.